Hi, everybody. This is Allyse Sedivy, and I am super excited to be with you today. We are going to talk about the new Founders Club 2.0. So I have to tell you that I am bubbling up with excitement. I don't think that I have ever been this excited for doTERRA in my business since the very, very beginning. So let's go back in time just a little bit. You know, when I joined doTERRA, I joined just 3 months after the Founders Club, the original Founders Club, was full. And I remember getting in, I didn't know much about it, but I was heard about this Founders Club. And then the next year they got this check and it was kind of small. And I thought, oh, you know, no big deal. Like I didn't miss much. And then the next year it got bigger and then it got bigger. And then it was like $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 each year. And then it was huge, right? And I remember thinking, I missed out by 3 months. 3 months I missed out. And oh, I'll never be a founder. Like I'll never be a US founder. I can never get that time back. So anyway, now years later, right? Like I can't tell you how many times I have said to the owners, we need to have a new Founders Club. Why can't we like launch a new Founders Club? And the answer was always the same. Well, Allyse, it's not a new market. Like we do founders for new markets and it would be super hard to figure out who's the new founder because we have new people and we have diamonds and we have presidential diamonds. Like how would we figure that out, you know? So it's not going to happen. So anyway, you know, as we watch founders go on in Japan and you know, Brazil and in China, it's super exciting. And first of all, I just want to tell you, number one, this is fun. Like you guys, I've been waiting for this for 10 years. Now we have a new opportunity to have a Founders Club in the US. And first, let's talk just a little bit about why the company does founders, why they have founders positions. So back in the original founders, when the company was new, right? Nobody knew that we were going to be a $1 billion company or $2 billion company. And these original leaders took a risk. They took a risk much bigger than the risk that we take right now or that I took when I got going. You know, they started when nobody was around. And so what the owners do, which I think is super smart, is every time they open up a new area, they want to establish and stabilize that new area. So they take a percentage out of their pockets and they give it into what's called a founder's bonus. And for the original founders, it was the first 25 people that could run like crazy and go to gold. And when they went to gold, they became one of the 25 founders. So there's only 25, right? And some people I heard went literally founder in a weekend. They heard about founders and it was closing and they went founder in a weekend, which is amazing, right? So those founders took a risk and it paid off for the rest of their lives. I mean, now their bonus is like $300,000-$400,000, right? And that's just their bonus. That's not even what they make with their doTERRA checks. And so now, you know, when the owners are saying, hey, let's have a new Founders Club in the US, US Founders 2.0, what does that mean? And how can they set it up so that it's fair for new people, it's fair for elites, it's fair for golds, it's fair for presidential diamonds, that everybody will have the same opportunity basically to have a founder's position. Okay, so I'm so excited. I'm just talking so fast. I'm just like, I love this. I love this. Okay, so back in the day, 25 people shared 1% of everything that the US and Canada did in sales, up to $1 billion, okay? And originally it was just forever. And the original founders, so cool, decided that they would forfeit the rest of their money after $1 billion and give it to new founders, which is so cool. I mean, it's an incredible thing. So those checks got really, really big. Now the Founders 2.0, US Founders 2.0 is a little bit different, right? And there are 200 spots, not 25. And some people are like, why are there so many? Why shouldn't we just have 25? Well, if we only had 25 spots, there'd be, you know, a few dozen people that would swoop in right away, take the spots, and nothing. Like it would be gone. The founders would be over for like before it even started. And it wouldn't do what the owners are hoping and what I'm hoping and what you should be hoping that it does for our business and makes a massive explosion with growth, right? there's a lot more reasons than just getting a founder's check to do Founders 2.0. The biggest reason is because it just explodes. It explodes our growth here in the US once again. So now we have 200 spots, but instead of 1% of sales from 1 billion to 2 billion now, right? So everything that we increase from 1 billion to 2 billion here in the US, we get 2% and we divide it by 200 people. So instead of those checks being 350, 400,000, they're not going to be quite as lucrative. And you know, that's fair. That's totally fair because the original leaders took a big risk. We don't have to take a risk anymore. We know doTERRA's awesome. You know, we know the oils work. We know we're now a $2 billion company. So it's not a risk. And usually people that take the biggest risk, well, they get paid the most. But our checks will be around 100,000. That's still really good. Like the new founders checks will be around 100,000. Let me tell you how that works out. So $1 billion to do 2 billion in volume. Then you take 2% of 2 billion and you divide it by 200 people. It's 100,000. Now, will you get 100,000 immediately? No. Just like the original founders checks, it takes time to grow. It takes time for that volume to build. So the original founders checks took about 7 years for them to like tap out, right? And I think it will take about 7 years for our checks to tap out. Some people are saying, no, it's going to be way faster because we have so many more people building and putting in so much more volume. But you know what? I don't want to tell my leaders and brand new people that expect $100,000 check next year or the year after. So usually I'm just saying, hey, it'll probably take about 7 years. And if it's faster, that's great. And if not, that's okay too. But it's not just $100,000 that you make when you become a founder. It's a lot more than that. So if a new person right now decided to join doTERRA and run for founder and they became a founder, right? The volume that you have to create to become a founder is about equivalent to a diamond, right? And diamond volume pays out on average around $12,000, $13,000 a month. And sometimes more, sometimes less, but the average, around 13,000. Now, if you take $100,000 that you receive every single year on January 1st as a bonus and you divide it by 12 months, it's around, right, $7,000, $8,000 a month. So 13,000 plus 7,000 or 8,000, you're looking at $20,000 a month. We're talking a $20,000 a month check on average. That's $250,000. So to become a US founder, you literally make $250,000. And that is crazy cool. That's awesome. And it's residual. It's forever. And because of our retention rate, it'll probably be not just with us, but with our kids and with our grandkids. It's the greatest run, the greatest 12 to 18 months push that we've ever had. So, well, besides the original founder club that I've ever had, that I've ever seen in the business for the last 10 years. And so we also think that it's probably going to, people always ask me, how long do you think all those spots are going to fill up? Well, the way that the owners set it up, they set it up in a way that it will probably take about 12 to 18 months for all 200 spots to fill up. And that is good because if it filled up in like 2 or 3 months, then all of that excitement, all of that building, all of that energy, and all of the enrollments kind of die down after 2 or 3 months. We don't want that to happen. We want to stretch that out as far as possible, right? So we have tons of excitement, tons of energy, tons of people like going for it for at least 12 to 18 months. And that is what's going to build this incredible volume. So in the US, it goes from $1 billion up to 1.2, 1.5, 1.7, and it tops out at 2 billion, okay? So there are so many reasons why you need to be a founder, a US founder, but I'm just going to go through a couple of them, okay? The first one is obvious. It's the check. It's amazing. I mean, having a residual check like that forever, for the rest of your life, and then you can even give it to your kids when you pass on, is phenomenal, right? So, and to be called a US founder, that's pretty cool too. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not a US founder, and I think it's kind of amazing. So the second part, obviously, is what it will do for your team. So if you have already a team, if you're not brand new, if you have a team in doTERRA, you don't want to just push yourself to founder. You want to try and push every single person that's in your organization to founder. Why? Well, because guess what? Every single person that's pushing and running to founder is going to bring volume, it's going to bring enrollments, and this is where you're going to explode your business even more so. I believe that you'll actually, if you play this right, if you do this right, you'll make more money from your unilevel and from what happens in your business than you actually will from the bonus, okay? So if you want to like double your unilevel, if you have a lot of, if most of your volume is in the US, if you want to double your unilevel, have all of your team run for it. Now, I've heard people say, well, not everyone's going to make it. And what if I run for it and I don't make it? Oh my goodness. What's worst case scenario? Worst case scenario is that your business grows, you make more money, and your leaders grow. That is the worst case scenario. There is no bad scenario. It's kind of like with Diamond Club, right? Some people say, what if I get kicked out? Or what if I don't win? Who cares? Go for it. And as we build and as we, as we're doing it, we're creating something amazing. So get everyone on your team that you know to go for founders, because guess what? Everyone has the same opportunity. A brand new person, an elite, a gold, a diamond, a presidential diamond. We have the same opportunity. And the way that the owners have set up the points, which I was so nervous about, I was like, this has to be fair. This has to be right. This has to be fair for every single person. I want to be able to talk to a new person and say, you can go founder just as easy as I can go founder, right? So the way that the owners have set up the points is beautiful. I mean, they ran scenario after scenario and took time. It's beautiful and it works out perfectly. It works out perfectly. Now, in this video, we're not going to go over exactly how you get every single point, right? There's Emily Wright's video from leadership that you can look at. There's PowerPoints that you can download from doTERRA about the Founders Club. This video specifically is going to talk about what you get from going founder, number one, how you can go founder the easiest and most effective way. And we're going to actually break it down by ranks, like how elite becomes a founder, how a premier, how a silver, how a gold, how a diamond, right? So, and a brand new person. We're also going to show how about a newbie, someone that doesn't have any rank, brand new. Can they be a founder? Is that like doable? And it absolutely is. So we're going to break that down and show you what that looks like. And then I'm going to also tell you the easiest way to have really effective, use your time effectively so that you can get there. Because basically what just happened is doTERRA just launched a race. It's a race for the first 200 people to hit 1,000 points. And that's what we have to get at. We have to get at 1,000 points. And there's a lot of ways that we make points, right? We make points from ourselves, so for our own rank advancement, and from us personally enrolling people. And then we also make points for our team and our personally enrolled leaders that rank advance and that get the power of 3 and empowerment bonuses. So these are all the ways that we make points. And something that I'm really grateful for, and the field I'm sure will be really grateful for, is how fair the points are when it comes to enrolling people and building. Now, sometimes people get frustrated when it comes to the incentive programs, or I don't know, some programs where it's all about enrolling, and they think it's not fair because the people that are online, they enroll so many more people than us and we can't keep up with them, and they always are the ones that are winning and we can't compete, right? Well, the Founders Club isn't about just enrolling. It's not about just enrolling people and a ton of people and getting them on LRP, because you only get 3 points out of 1,000. That's not very many. You get 3 points, 1 point for enrolling somebody and 2 more points for if they stay on LRP for the next 2 months. So then what doTERRA did is they tapped out how many points you can actually use to go founder. So they say you have to have a minimum of 50, which means minimum you have to sign up 18 people that stay on loyalty rewards, but which, by the way, in an 18-month period of time, it's 1 a month. That is not hard. That is so doable, right? And they said, okay, the max that you can have is 300 points. So if you think that you can just sign up a ton of people and not rank advance yourself and not help other people rank advance and go founder, well, you're mistaken. You're mistaken. It's impossible. You can only get a total of 300 points by doing that, and you're still missing 700 points. So the real points come in your personal rank advancement and helping your leaders rank advance. So this is really a rank advancing program. It's teaching people how to rank advance, how to build leadership. And if you really look at it, we make way more money. If you were to say, okay, how much money would I make residually if I just signed up a ton of people and got them on LRP? Or how much money would I make if I signed up some people and then learn how to build my leaders and learned how to help them rank so I can rank? We make way more money. It's way more lucrative doing that, right? Than just signing up a bunch of people. And that is exactly what doTERRA wants to teach and incentivize, is how we can rank advance and how we can help other people rank advance. So rank advancing is the name of the game when it comes to US Founders 2.0. Now, a few other things before we're going to go into details of each rank. You need to make sure that your points are from the US. So, or your volume, I should say, is from the US. So 90% of your volume needs to come from the US. But let's say you have, like, I have a really big international team. In fact, 50% of the people that are on my team, or 50% of the volume that is in my team, is outside of the US. So for me, if I had to have 90% come from the US, I would never be able to be a founder. But that's not the deal. The deal is the added volume. The volume that I'm using to go founder and all the points I'm getting, 90% of that volume has to come from the US. And that's totally doable. I sign up leaders that have US accounts. And by the way, if you want to have, if you want to get points from your leaders for rank advancing, they have to have a US account. They can't have an account outside the US. So that's super important. Because right now I live in Europe and I have some leaders that are personally enrolled to me here in Europe, but they can't count towards my points and towards me going founder because doTERRA is smart. They want all of the activity happening in the US because it's the US Founders Club and they want all the volume happening in the US. So another thing is this. So when it comes to the Founders Club, some people will be like, well, there's just no way. There's no way I'll be able to do it. So many people are running for founders and I'll never make it when only 200 people are going to make it. Well, I'll tell you something. This happens with almost every, incentive or every goal, right? Or every race, I should say, is there will be thousands of people that try at the very beginning. Thousands of people, like tons of people will run for it. And then after a few months, people start getting discouraged, or the summer happens, or they forget their goals, or they think, oh gosh, do I have to do this every day? And a lot of people will start backing down. So those of you that are consistent and that keep pushing, keep enrolling, keep rank advancing, you'll find that you'll just rise and rise and rise to the top, and you'll probably be the founders. In fact, most of the time, it's not the ones that are at the lead at the beginning that end up being there. Sometimes it is, but many times it's just the consistent ones that keep working at it. So you can do this, right? Like all of us can do it. It's so doable. It's so doable. Now, let's actually go through and show you by rank about what would need to happen for every single rank to become a founder. We're going to go, well, not every rank, but from a brand new person to someone that's a diamond that wants to be founder. All right. So let me go in, let me pull this up really quick and share my screen with you. We're going to start with someone who's brand new. All right. So right here, someone who's brand new, their objective would be, they would have to go diamond. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, are you serious? Like, I'm not even a diamond. What if you're elite right now and you're thinking, I'm not even a diamond myself. How can I say and help somebody else go diamond, a brand new person? Don't worry, we're going to talk about that at the end. And by the way, I have done this many times with my leaders. Most of my leaders have gone diamond within 6 months or 9 months or 10 months, or most of them go diamond within 12 months, because if you have the right system, if you have the right training, if you have the right accountability, and if you have a great offer, like this is a fantastic offer. This is the best offer we've ever had for a diamond, for, Founders Check. It's doable. And we'll talk about that at the end and how you can do it. So someone that's brand new to go, their objective was to go diamond. Okay. So number one, they would get 585 points for their personal rank advancement points, 585 points. And then they'd need to enroll people so they could get a minimum of 50 points. Those are their, enrolling and keeping people on LRP. Now, leader number one, they'd have to obviously find 4 leaders and take them from 0 to silver, because 4 silvers make a diamond. And each leader, they would make 117 points by taking each of their leaders to silver. Okay. Now, power of 3, I'm assuming they'd get 27 points, because at least 3 of those silvers would probably have their $250 bonus. And then the empowerment bonus, I'm assuming 3 of them would get their empowerment bonus for about 3 months, because you can get an empowerment bonus when you're premier or silver, now even at gold. So that's totally doable. So a brand new person, like just this weekend, I literally have signed up more people this weekend than I have in a long time. Like, it's been awesome. And I'm talking to people that are brand new going, you're going founder. This is what we're going to do. We're going to put this together for you. We're going to set this up. And I know exactly how to make it happen. We have the training system to get you there and the accountability group. Let's go. And I believe with all of my heart that the new people that I bring on will be founders, and your new people can be too. Or if you're brand new, this could be you, right? As a founder. And once again, I'll talk at the end of this call about how the effective way to get it done. So that's 1,139 points. We've kind of overshot our 1,000 points. And one thing you need to be really clear is that the goal is to get to 1,000 points the fastest, not to rank advance to a certain rank. So always we're gonna choose a strategy of how to get to 1,000 points the fastest. And by the way, all of you should sit down with your upline and have a strategy session on exactly how you can go founder based on, obviously these are going to be simple scenarios, but your scenarios might be different. And you might have one leader here and one leader there. And we're not going to use any of the points of getting half points if they're re-ranking again. That can be your own scenarios, but these are simple scenarios. So number one, you should have a strategy session yourself. Once you have a plan and you see it, it's kind of like, I remember so many of my leaders have looked and said, that's doable. Like, I can do that. I'm like, I know, right? It's totally doable. And then what you should be doing is having strategy sessions with every one of your qualifying leaders. So they can go, I could do this. I can go founder. Like, this is possible. Okay, so that's for a brand new person. Let's go to the next. So elite. So someone going elite, they also have to go diamond. Now, the only points, it's really a similar build. The only points that they miss are their own points from going to elite. It's only 12 points. So for those 3 months, 12 points, right? So they get 525 points for personal rank advancing. They get 50 points for personally enrolling people and getting them on LRP. Then all of their leaders, we're assuming because they're elite, none of their leaders we're assuming are ranked. So they go from 0 rank to silver. So that's 175 or 117 points for all 4, 27 points for the power of 3, and 9 points for empowerment bonus. See how heavily your personally ranked advancement points are. It's big. It's really, really big. So they're squeaking in at like 1,079 points, right? Awesome. Next, let's go premier. So a premier, their objective is to go diamond. They have 450 points, not as many as, an elite or as a newbie, because they can't get the points for going elite and they can't get the points for going premier because they're already a premier. They have 50 enrollment points, which is literally, it's only 18 people staying on loyalty rewards. It's not that hard. Their leaders go from 0 to silver. So 4 leaders going from 0 to silver, that's 117 points each. And their downline, they're getting 27 points for the power of 3 and 9 points for the empowerment bonus points. They're barely making it with 1,004 points. So that's great. Let's go to silver. So a silver also needs to go diamond, but not It's a little bit, they need a little bit more to have the right points than just 4 silvers. Watch this, because your personal rank advancement points are lower, they're 375. You need to enroll a few more people. So instead of 50 points for personal enrollments, you have 67 points, okay? Then your leaders, you're gonna take one, you're going diamond now. And so you're gonna take one leader from 0 to silver. So remember, if you're silver, you have 3 legs. So if you wanna go diamond, you have to have an additional 4th leg, which means that you're gonna take that leader from 0 to silver, and you're gonna get 117 points for that leader. And then the other 3, they're already elite because you're a silver. So you only get points from them going from elite to silver, which is 105 points. So the way that you make up for this point discrepancy, not going blue, which is way harder, is one of those silvers needs to go gold. So one of your silvers needs to go gold, and you need to enroll a few more people. 27 points for the power of 3, just like normal, and 9 points for your empowerment bonus, and boom, you are at an even 1,000 points. There you go, silver going diamond. Next, let's go gold. So how does a gold go founder? Well, they go diamond again. I was nervous about this one. I thought maybe they have to go blue diamond, but no, they can go diamond. They only get 270 points for their personal rank advancement points because they're already gold. So they only get points for platinum and then diamond, right? So they need to enroll even more people. They're at 82 points. But you guys, when we divide that by 3, because you can have 3 points for every person, 1 for enrolling and 2 for getting on LRP. If you divide that by 3, it's like 28 people. It's not that many people. It's great. It's totally doable. Divide that by 18 months. It's like, I don't know, less than 2, like literally less than 2 a month. So your leaders, to go diamond, you need 4 leaders, right? But instead of the diamond before, now because of points, you need one of them needs to be silver and 3 others need to be gold, because the premiers that you had before as a gold now have to go, the premiers that you had, okay, as a gold, you had 3 premiers, right? Those 3 premiers need to go gold, and then you need 1 more person going 0 to silver, and that will get you diamond. And you'll come in at 1,000 points. Okay, next, platinum. So a platinum needs to actually go blue diamond. You need to rank advance twice, so diamond and then blue diamond. Your personal rank advancement points are 315. Your personal enrollment points are just 50, so it's just 18 people, right? So this is how it looks. 5 people, so for blue diamond to go from platinum with 3 legs to 5, you need to have 3. So platinum, you already have 3 silvers. So those 3 will go silver to gold. And then your other 2 legs, 0 to gold. So you take them 0 to gold. So you get 207 points from taking someone from 0 to gold, and 207 points for taking another person from 0 to gold. And then leader 3, 4, and 5, you get 90 points from taking them from silver to gold. 27 points for power of 3, 9 points for the empowerment bonus, and you come in at 1,085 points. Woohoo! You're a founder. Last, diamond. So a diamond needs to go blue diamond. It's not presidential. I thought it was going to be presidential, but it's not. Let me show you how this would work. So if you did go presidential, obviously you'd make it. But a diamond going blue, it can work out this way. Now look at those personal rank advancement points. There's not that many compared to what they were. So 165 points for personally rank advancing from diamond to blue. You need 50 enrollment points, and this is how it pans out. So a blue diamond has, remember, 5 legs. So if you're diamond, you originally had 4. So you need 1 more, a new person that will go from 0 to gold. So you get 270 points. Then 2 silvers. 2 silvers need to go gold. So you get 90 points. And then 2 of your silvers that are pushing need to go platinum. Now this is not that uncommon. You never have all of your legs the same. Some legs are stronger than others. And so to have 2 that push past gold to platinum, especially if they themselves are trying to go founder, is not that difficult. So 1 gold that from scratch, 2 golds from going from silver, and 2 platinums from silver. It's doable, and with 27 points for your power of 3 and 9 points for your empowerment bonus, you come in at 1,016 points. Now, is that exciting? Or is that overwhelming? Well, it shouldn't be overwhelming because I'm going to tell you something. This is so doable. It is so doable. I've seen it many times. I've done it. I mean, I went diamond in 2 months. A lot of my leaders have gone diamond. Most of my leaders have gone diamond in less than 12 months. This is doable. Now, why didn't I put up blue diamond and presidential diamond strategies? Well, number one, their organizations are so varied that there could be a million different scenarios. And number two, actually for a presidential diamond, if there was ever a rank that it would be hardest to go founder, it would be the presidential rank. And the reason why is because you don't get any points once your leaders are at a diamond level. After diamond, like blue and presidential, you don't get points when you help push them to blue and presidential. And the reason why is because the owners feel like, well, when you're pushing to blue and presidential, it really isn't what your upline is doing. It's basically what you're doing. And why give points to an upline that's not really engaged in doing much with that? So for me, all of my leaders, almost every single one that are on my front line are diamonds and above. So for me, I get no points from my downline, which I mean, in one way, it's fantastic because I have such a strong unilevel and my check is incredible. But in another way for founders, it makes it more difficult because the only way that I can go founder and other presidentials that have a lot of diamonds is they have to start brand new legs from scratch and build out their M1 positions, right? And that's what my plan is, and that's what my strategy is. So now let's talk about really quickly how you do this, right? You might be an elite thinking, I can't even go premier, let alone go diamond. How in the world am I going to get this done? Well, most of the time, the reason why we struggle with rank advancing is because we just don't know what to do. And we don't know how to do those things, when to do those things, and we don't have the right incentive, and we definitely don't have the right, what's the word I'm looking for? It'll come to me. But we don't have the right help with people pushing us or people like making sure that we keep our commitments. So let me tell you about something that lots of leaders from across the company and across the country, actually across the world, have put together in order to help you go founder and themselves and their teams. So it's called the Oil Games. The Oil Games was started 7 or 8 years ago. And it was fantastic. It was an online ranking program where you go online with a group of people and it literally teaches you day by day, week by week, month by month, exactly how to rank at your specific rank. It's everything that you need to know as a premier. It's everything that you need to know as a silver. It's everything you need to know as a gold and a diamond and so on, right? And it basically, when you join Oil Games, and by the way, it was so successful. Most of my leaders had incredible success ranking through the Oil Games, and then we had to shut it down for a little bit because there was an FDA scare and everything came down, and so it just never got put back up. And so now is the perfect time to resurrect the Oil Games, because for a ranking program like Founders 2.0, what we need is an online ranking system to help us get there and to teach people actually how to rank. So what happens is you're going to join one of the ranking games. So there's different rank games. There's Reach Elite, so someone that's wanting to go elite and wanting to rank advance and elite, Reach Elite. Someone that's wanting to go Premier, right? There's Premier Push. If you want to go silver, it's Silver Sprint and Gold Rush and Platinum Pursuit and Diamond Dash. And the way that you know which game or which ranking game to choose is whatever your rank was last month. Whatever your rank was last month, that's the program that you choose. So if your rank was silver, you go into Gold Rush, pushing for gold. If your rank was gold, you go into Platinum Pursuit. If you didn't have a rank at all, well, you go into Reach Elite. You start at the beginning. So what happens is every single day you are taught and trained by the company's best leaders. And they tell you exactly what to do every single day, every step of the way. They lay it out like there is no guesswork. You just listen, you understand, and you go and do. If you follow the program, you'll rank advance. Now, you also are put into what's called an account. Oh, that's the word I was looking for, accountability. You're put into an accountability group. It's a pod of 3 people, and all of you are trying to push for the same rank. Okay. Now, with a lot of groups that we've done like this, what I found is that 95% of people's success, the reason why they've been able to hit a rank is because of their accountability groups. It's because they have someone rooting for them, making sure that they get their stuff done. And I mean, they'll become your best friends. They'll become your biggest cheerleaders. They'll answer your questions. I mean, it's fantastic. And this is how it works. So you have this accountability group of 3 people, and every weekday, not Saturdays and Sundays, but every weekday by 10 a.m., you have to text and say, okay, these are the things that I'm going to get done with doTERRA. And by 10 p.m. at night, you have to text your group and say, okay, I accomplished them or not. Just this one thing of committing to people what you're going to do and knowing that by 10 p.m. you have to say, I did it or not, is powerful. And they're not just there just for you to say, I did it or I didn't do it. They literally become your best allies, and they help you. They're your buddies. You push each other towards rank advancing. It's awesome. It's incredible. So for every single game, you will be in an accountability group. And then let's say things don't go exactly as planned. Let's say every single day you're doing the program, you're doing all the assignments, everything that you need, but then something goes wrong. Somebody cancels a class, or one of your leaders decides not to build, or one of them gets pregnant, whatever it is. And you're low, you're short in volume. Well, there's actually even strategy built into this program where they can say, okay, 2 weeks before, if you have low volume, this is what you do. 3 days before, if you need volume, this is what I want you to try. 2 days before, even last minute strategies to help you get there. It's amazing. So every single rank has a rank program. And how do you choose it? Well, it's because whatever rank you were last month, you choose the very next rank. So like I said before, if you were platinum, then you go Diamond Dash. But you don't jump to Diamond Dash if you've never been platinum before. Number 1, you're not ready. Number 2, it will confuse you and you're going to have to backtrack, right? Now, one thing I will tell you is if you're not familiar with the daily mentor calls, and especially with the program 6 Weeks to Elite, there's a lot of things that build on each other. Like, you need to know how to do certain things. And if you're jumping it at a higher rank, we will give you access to all the lower ranks, assignments and the videos and the DVDs, so you can learn all of those things, but you just won't have access to the things above you, right? So elites won't have access to the diamond stuff, but the diamonds, if you jump in, will have access to everything below. Now, what does this mean for you? What it means is if you're going to run for founder, and if you're going to give everything you've got, and you know, the other day I was asking my husband, I'm like, should we really go for this? Like, we have a big team, we have a lot to do, we have a lot of kids, like, we do a lot of training. Should we really go for founder? He said to me, okay, Allyse, we're going to have to find builders now, or in a year, or in 2 years. They have to come for us to, stabilize and solidify. So why not do it now when it's the biggest carrot we've ever had to offer? Then do it later on when it's harder, which it makes so much sense. So I'm running for it. I want to be a founder, and I think I will. And I have a lot of excited people, brand new people that want to be founders too. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that I am effective with my time. And because I have a lot going on, I can't hold everybody by the hands every single day. There's just no way. I'm not going to check out of my kid's life for the next 12 to 18 months. That's not going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get every single person that I can in my organization into the oil games, the elites, the premiers, the silvers, the golds, because if I can use technology or other people's time and talents and money, because the oil games is absolutely free. Nothing is charged. Like, there is nothing. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay for anything. It's amazing. So if you can use someone else's time, talents, energy, and money, and you can have them jump into a program where other people are holding them accountable and other people are holding them by the hand every day. And what you get to do is have a weekly call with them and then help them when they need help with classes or this or that. And now you have more time to go out and find new people. You have more time to help push brand new people to their ranks, you have more time to enroll. That is why the oil games is going to be so incredibly beneficial for you. And it's going to save you so much time. And right now, if you're not sure, if you don't know how to rank advance yourself, well, why don't you listen to people that have done it? All the people that are talking are diamonds, blues, and presidentials that know exactly what they're talking about. They've done it before, and they can lead you through this process. So even if you're an elite yourself, you can, with full confidence, look at a brand new person. And just because you don't know, that's okay. Guess what? A system is set up, even if you don't know how to do it, because somebody else does. All you have to do is say, yes, you can be a founder, and I'm going to show you exactly how. I'm going to put you into this founding program, this oil games, and you can run just as fast as you can, and I will answer all the questions for you and be there for you every step of the way. Now, let me show you what it looks like to go from nothing, not nothing, a brand new person, okay? From a brand new person to a diamond in 1 year. It looks like this. Someone first jumps on, let's say they sign up next week. And well, let's say they sign up after the 15th, because that's when you start getting points, right? So they sign up the 15th of May, because June 1st is the first month that the oil game starts. And you say, okay, get your oils, start using them. I'm going to teach you a little bit about them. And June 1st, you can jump into the Reach Elite program. So the programs are 2 months long. And if you want to go fast, if you don't want to have any breaks, if you don't want to breathe in between the programs, you just keep going. So it looks like this. June and July, you go to Reach Elite and you rank advance at Elite. August and September, now you're Premier. October, November, you're Silver. December, January, you're Gold. February, March, you're Platinum. And February, March, April, May, you're Diamond. Within 1 year, following the program precisely and exactly, you can go from brand new to Diamond. And it's beautiful. And by the way, it works. It doesn't just work with me, it works with a lot of my leaders. So the way the oil games works is every single month, the new games begin. You need to sign up by the 1st of the month, but after the 4th, we will no longer let you sign up for that month. You have to wait for the next month. So right now, tonight, you can go on to, tonight, whenever you're watching this, right? You can go on to oilgames.com and choose the appropriate game, like Reach Elite, Premier Push, Silver Sprint, Gold Rush, Platinum Pursuit, or Diamond Dash. Choose the appropriate game and sign up for that game. And in a 2-month period of time, you will have that rank. And it's amazing. And then every month, no matter when people sign up, for every month we start that games over, right? So a new group of people can come and join the games. I'm excited. I'm excited for myself to go founder. I'm excited for my team and my new leaders to go founder. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for what will happen for the company and the just swell of volume and explosion and excitement. We are in for an amazing ride. So let's go founder and let the games begin.